Hello, Lauren Doyle here again, co-founder of Mastery Online MD and partner at Semantic Mastery. And I'm here talking with our SEO guru, Bradley Venner. Hey, Bradley.
Hi, Lauren. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm actually very interested to talk about what we're going to talk about today. I know last week we had talked about domain authority a little bit, and so that is a perfect segue for us to talk about what we're going to talk about today, which is social signals. So tell me, can you rank with social signals only?
It depends. That's my answer. Is it depends. I've actually we've done a couple case studies regarding this, and it truly does depend. Okay, as far as if we were to take a property, a piece of content, okay, and all things being equal, two pieces of content, okay, optimized pretty much at the same level of optimization, and we were to try to rank it, and we've done this, I've proven this, one of our case studies, which will be available to our members. If we were to take a piece of content and buy just spam type social signals, which is basically manufactured social signals, they're from a non-interested group, okay, then no,
Right.
I've not seen any ranking benefit at all. And I mean, I spam the hell out of them with Google Plus ones. In one of the more recent articles by the 2013 ranking factors put out by Moz, Google Plus ones were at the top of the list, even above links, backlinks. And this has been
Interesting.
and this has been it's been a kind of a heated debate in the SEO world about whether social signals can rank a site or not. And I think that it's kind of more of and through our own testing, I've proven, and I'm not saying what we have done is law, but through our own testing, this is the results we've got. And by just using spammy social signals, no, I've had absolutely no benefit in ranking whatsoever. However, if we take the same piece of content or the same type of content, all things being equal, optimized the same, and we push that out to a relevant audience, a targeted audience that would be interested in that content, then naturally the social signals that occur organically will rank the site. And part of that is because it's not just the social signals, it's also the social links that occur naturally. And let me clarify that, because I think there's some confusion often about what social signals are and what actual social signals are. There's really two types. There's social signals, and then there's social links, and there is a difference.
Right.
A social signal would be like a Facebook like, would be a retweet, a Google Plus one. Those are social signals. Social links would be links back from those social properties. So a Google share, a Facebook share, a tweet. Okay, those are actual links, because you'll get a link back to the property. So again, on a purely social signal level, I've not been able to produce any significant results. But when you take a piece of content and you broadcast it out, share it out across a targeted audience, they're naturally going to link back to it via shares, likes, tweets, retweets, pins, repins, LinkedIn shares. All of those together will create both links and signals, and I've had incredible results with that, where without building a single traditional backlink, I've been able to rank for even some moderately competitive terms that way, and it's completely organic. Part of the reason I think that happens is because, well, first of all, it's natural traffic, but second of all, the links alone, people sharing it creates activity, right? So that shows traffic coming back to that piece of content, that post, whatever, which traffic is also a ranking signal, a positive ranking signal. So, again, my short answer is it depends. And typically with just social signals alone, no. But with targeted promotion, you'll get natural, organic social signals plus links, and yes, it can.
So if it is targeted for the specific keywords, say, that you're going after, it helps. But if it's just spam social signals, it does nothing for you at all because there's no relation?
Yeah, again, through our test, yes, that's exactly right. And it's not so much keyword specific at that point. It's more who are you marketing to? Who are you promoting the content to? Okay, so again, it's not necessarily a keyword thing. It's more of if you have a piece of content that's compelling enough for people to want to read it and share it, it's interesting enough, okay, and you deliver that piece of content to a targeted audience that is receptive to that information. They're hungry for whatever the content may be. Then you're going to see a natural interest in it, and it's going to be shared among their peers or colleagues, whatever, other people that are interested in that same niche or industry or whatever. And that's where it's the kind of links that result from that sharing that actually rank the property. And again, that's actually has nothing to do with keywords at that point. It's who you deliver that to. Who is your audience? If it's targeted, you'll get natural promotion from it. And I mean, we all know that that's like, the golden, the pie in the sky, the holy grail is to have interesting and compelling content that goes viral. But we don't have to talk about being viral. Content doesn't have to be 1 million shares, okay? It just has to be to a targeted audience that's highly relevant, and it will create enough positive ranking signals for it to actually produce significant results.
I think that really ties back into domain authority well, because it all goes back to creating quality content. Keeps on coming back. Even the social signals are going back to quality content. It's really, really important now, it seems to be.
Yes, absolutely.
So is there any social signals that you think are more powerful than others? I mean, I know you talked about Google Plus is controversially maybe the case, but just talk about that a little bit, what your thoughts on that are.
Well, obviously, Google Pluses are incredibly important, and Google Shares are even more important. Okay, and a lot of that has to do with, obviously, it's connected to Google. It's all connected, and so Google's going to put more weight on their own social signals than they will others. But don't discount Facebook likes and shares, because they're equally as important. Tweets and retweets. Right. I've not seen any significant ranking increase from tweets alone, but tweets and retweets I've noticed will help ranking. It will also help stuff to get indexed very quickly. So when we talk about what are the most important, well, I would always say the biggest ones, that the heavy hitters, which would be Google Plus, LinkedIn, Twitter. Google Plus, Facebook, and Twitter. LinkedIn, I think LinkedIn, you can, if you share content throughout LinkedIn, it's you have the potential of driving traffic back to the content, but the links aren't as valuable. They're 302 redirect links. They don't pass juice. Okay, you'll see that there's always a redirect when you click on a link from within LinkedIn. It'll go through a redirect first. So it can drive traffic, but it's not really that beneficial, in my opinion, for for purely ranking. Purely for ranking, I mean. So as far as what kind of links or social links are the most important, is the biggest ones. Pinterest are actually really good links to get as well.
I was just going to ask about Pinterest and YouTube also.
Yes,
Did you consider YouTube as social?
Yeah, YouTube are no follow links, but they're still very, very valuable. And the nice thing about YouTube is within Google Plus, those are do follow links because they're internal links. So if you're linking content between YouTube and Google Plus and sharing content on Google Plus and sharing your videos on Google Plus, those are all internal links that can reinforce, and they're very, very powerful.
That's interesting to know, definitely. So tell me, how can semantic mastery help others use social signals better?
Well, what we like to teach is how to incorporate everything all together. SEO is no longer just SEO, and social media is no longer just social media. It's kind of a hybrid of the two, and that's kind of what the semantic web is about. It's kind of a merging of these two, the machine world and the human world. And SEO is generally been for the machines, and social media has generally been for humans. And this is kind of a blend of the two, where the technology meets one another. And that's where what we do is we set up ways to automate both the SEO and the social media side of it. Automation and content syndication. We have another Q&A that we've done on a Hangout that addresses this issue. So be sure to watch that, guys. But you know, we blend the two together. Okay, we don't focus strictly on SEO. My background is SEO, but now we have to incorporate social into it. And it's actually kind of fun because we've seen have had a lot of interesting results from the experiments, the case studies that we've been producing, and had some significant you know, discoveries that we've come along the way that we would have never known without the testing that we've done. And it's interesting the way that we teach on how to blend these two together and use them to benefit, to promote.
I know, I love it. I think it's so exciting because it's really bringing the marketing world and SEO world together and kind of melding it all together, you know?
Yes.
Very exciting. So if someone wants to find out more, what do they need to do?
Well, there will be information to our website and how you can contact underneath the video, obviously. You can go to semanticmastery.com. We're hoping to launch this month, actually. It's March now. By the end of the month, we're not guaranteeing that just yet, but we are working steadily towards it. All of us in our Semantic Mastery group are. We're going to be providing case studies that we have put together already. We are currently working on case studies, and we also are looking to kind of take a survey of members or potential members of the group to see what you guys want to see, you know. And what Semantic Mastery is all about is about testing. It's about case studies, about taking theories, putting them to the test to prove whether they work or not. I mean, and any kind of myths that we hear, theories that we hear, you know, new products that come out, new services, new softwares, all of that. We test all of that and provide the results to you so that you can make an educated decision on which to use and which not to use. So be sure to contact us, opt in to be notified of additional Hangouts that we're going to be doing, you know, over the next few weeks, and plus of our public launch date.
Sounds like a plan, Bradley. Thank you so much for talking to me again.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
See you then.